Imagine this. You wake up early, determined to start running. Day 1 feels great. Day 2, you push through. But by day 3, you're already asking yourself, do I really feel like it today? Motivation whispers, maybe tomorrow, and just like that, your dream fades. But here's the shocking truth. Motivation is the least reliable tool for success. The real secret isn't motivation, it's self-discipline. Most people think success comes from being motivated all the time, feeling inspired, pumped up, and ready to grind. But science and psychology tell a different story. Motivation is fleeting. It spikes, then crashes. Discipline, on the other hand, doesn't care how you feel. It's not about being inspired. It's about building habits so strong that they carry you forward even when your emotions don't. Today, we'll explore why self-discipline is easier and far more powerful than motivation. Think about something you truly care about. Maybe it's writing a book, starting a business, or becoming healthier. At the beginning, you feel a rush of excitement. That passion feels like love. It fuels you. But just like in relationships, love alone isn't enough to last. What makes a relationship strong isn't constant butterflies. It's commitment, consistency, and showing up even when it's hard. The same is true for your goals. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the marriage. Here's the problem. We've been conditioned to chase motivation. We wait for the right mood, the right playlist, the perfect sunrise. But motivation is a slippery emotion. One day it's here, the next it's gone. Psychologists call this the motivation trap. You only work when you feel like it. But feelings are unpredictable. Ever tried to start exercising? Day 1, you're hyped. Day 10, you're exhausted. Without discipline, the excuses take over. I'm tired. I'll start again Monday. I'll do it when I feel motivated. But those moments of waiting quickly turn into weeks, months, even years. Meanwhile, disciplined people don't wait for the mood. They rely on systems. Waking up at the same time, sticking to a routine, showing up no matter what. The difference? Motivated people act when they feel like it. Disciplined people act because they decided to. Here's where it gets powerful. Neuroscience shows that when you repeat an action daily, your brain rewires itself. What once felt like a chore becomes automatic. Brushing your teeth, tying your shoes, these take no motivation, because they're habits. Now imagine applying that same principle to working out, reading, or building your business. Once it's a habit, discipline takes over and motivation becomes irrelevant. This is why people with discipline look unstoppable. They don't rely on hype. They rely on habits. And habits compound over time, turning small daily actions into extraordinary results. Think of world-class athletes. Do you think they're motivated every morning at 5 a.m.? Of course not. They're disciplined. They've trained themselves to show up regardless of how they feel. And here's the twist. Once you're disciplined long enough, motivation actually returns. But this time, it's stronger because it's fueled by progress. So how do you build discipline? Start small. Don't promise yourself you'll run 10 miles. Start with 5 minutes. Small wins build consistency. Use triggers. Link habits to existing routines, like reading after brushing your teeth. Remove choice. Decide once, not daily. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Reward consistency. Celebrate showing up, not just the outcome. Think long-term. Motivation asks, what do I want now? Discipline asks, what do I want most? When you live with discipline, you stop being a slave to fleeting emotions. You free yourself from the roller coaster of motivation. Discipline isn't about being harsh. It's about giving your future self the gift of progress. It's a quiet strength, a steady force that leads you where motivation alone never could. So remember this, motivation might get you started, but only discipline will keep you going. One fades, the other builds your life. If you've ever struggled with motivation, don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault. It's human nature. But discipline, that's a skill. And the good news is it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. And here's the final twist. Once you master discipline, motivation becomes a bonus, not a requirement. In our next video, we'll dive into the psychology of habits, how tiny changes create massive success. If you've ever wondered how one small routine can completely transform your life, you won't want to miss it.